Greetings all, Fanny here for Scorpio's weekly message. Scorpio, the first card that came out for you is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Please don't be upset by this, my love. Things happen in shifts and turns. There are peaks of high times and there are peaks and there are low times where things seemingly are working against us, but in all situations understand that they are occurring for you and not to you. And it's sometimes difficult to know when something is a blessing and when something is a lesson, because when we're working and trying to accomplish something, we want so much for our success, but failure in itself is a success because there was something that was learned that you did not know initially. You know that something must be shifted and adjusted, and really that is what's going to help you through these rough challenges, is finding the one thing that you can discern from it as a blessing. And with the Seven of Diamonds here, you find those blessings occur more and more. Like one flower will lead to another, will lead to another, will lead to an entire field of flowers. It's how you are thinking about the world itself, your energy, and your place in it. Because how we view ourselves and our place in the world, we really don't realize how much that has an impact on the energy that we bring in, because not many of us consciously think about that energy flow and what we think, the words that we say and put out there into the world, creating what we have around us. I mean, every culture and religion has a thing for it. The law of attraction, law of threefold, karma, whatever you want to call it, it is real. And whatever you subconsciously state about yourself and the situation will continue to be that reality, will continue to be this bottom of the wheel kind of painful upset that I am feeling. Because I'm feeling a lot of upset in my solar plexus chakra, which is also the seat of your self-image, willpower, and identity. Six of Diamonds in reverse. Someone or something always taking from you, demanding your time and energy, makes it very difficult for you to decide what is something that you actually want to do. It's like going along with someone or something and just like, oh yeah, we'll just continue to do this, or we'll just continue to do this, and it's not something that you actively want to do, yet you continue to go along with it because that is where you feel safe and secure and seen. But it is not where you would be thriving. You have the Three of Swords and the Queen of Diamonds here. It will eventually lead you to hurt and lead you to feel like you are not the queen, you are not the master, that someone else deserves to wear your crown, that someone else deserves to hold your power. And that simply is not the case, my love. Three of Cups. You will have people that love and support you. And there is nothing wrong with being discerning of who has access to that love and support. You are a gift, Scorpio. You are a treasure to this realm and this world. And not everyone will see you as that treasure. Accept yourself as a gift. Accept yourself as a blessing. Value yourself as such, and you will start to notice that some people do not value you like that. Some people do not honor you. Look after your happiness and go after what that truly looks like, because that shifts the tide of your energy. That shifts how things flow. What you are focusing on, what you choose to every day go after, will bring about all these other changes. And when you choose happiness, when you choose to just live a life that makes you feel joy, it creates a lot of shifting and changing. Your entire world around you will become something different than anything you've ever known. And in that instance, trust will be needed. Trust not just in yourself and following your intuition, but trust in that spirit holds your greatest and highest good in regard. That someone is working for your happiness, for your power, because you also have the stag spirit of leadership here, working for you to become the greatest and best version of yourself. And that does mean that the world that you live in now has to fall apart. It has to shift and change. I mean, inherently, you were not at your most powerful place where you are now. So things have to shift and change for you to become this next version of yourself. And again, that's only if it's something that you want. We live in the realm of free will. Your life can be as extreme and impactful as you want it to be. If all you want is just to have your little corner and piece of happiness, then go after and seek that. If perhaps you want a life that has an impact on how other people live their own, then it is time for you to boldly go after what you want. Boldly go after making your place, making your voice seen, making your presence be known, stepping into your king or queen era, and whatever that means for you. Because when you decide that you are worth happiness, when you decide that that is the forefront of what you are working on, and that happiness is the base of every intention you lay out there, there is very little that would stand in your way or block you, because happiness and love is the highest vibration of energy. And when you make that the intention, there is very little that would stop you. There is very little that would hold you back, because there is just so much that high vibration. There is very little that could stop it. There is very little that could bring it back down. So Scorpio, finding out what makes you happy, finding out what brings you joy outside of all this fighting, may be difficult, may be inherently strange, but it is worth discovering, because your happiness is ultimately the point of life. Because it's far too short to be spent on pain and control and fear, because those are not the emotions we thrive on. Those are not the emotions that we feel happy and grow in. And it's just not worth the pain that it is. So finding what makes you happy may seem difficult or strange, but is your inherent right as a human on this planet. Have a beautiful day, Scorpio.